Sizzling Balti steak with fresh ginger is a great recipe to make at home if you've got things like lamb. It tastes fantastic, chicken tastes fantastic. So the first thing I need to do is actually get my pan going. So I've got some oil in my pan and I just want to put in some ginger. Now ginger actually comes like this, and the best way to actually treat it is if you just peel off the hard skin. Now if you have a vegetable peeler, you can do vegetable peeler. I prefer to use my knife because it's a lot quicker. And just get as close to the skin as you can so you don't lose too much of the flesh. And then you just want to discard all of the hard brown fibrous outside. And this recipe actually wants it to be sliced. So slice it as thin as possible, and quite a lot is going to go in here, 2 tablespoons worth, which seems like a lot. We need to pop that into our pan and just let that sizzle. Ginger has great healing properties as well. It's very good for colds and coughs. Now what we're looking for is we want it to colour ever so slightly around the outsides, which is exactly what it's doing now. So we're now ready to add in Sizzling Balti paste. Fantastic ingredient. If you had any other paste at home, you can try another paste, it'll work fine with that. A tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, depending on how hot you like your dishes. And then because they're just spices in oil, they are very delicate. Just pop a little bit of water in there, just to protect them. Give it a good stir. All the paste has is just fresh spices preserved in oil. So you don't really need to worry about having any spice racks in your kitchen or any spice tins. You can just buy a paste and use that. The paste is cooked through. The oil is starting to separate. That's perfect. That's what you're looking for. I'm going to pop in some sliced red onions. White onions are fine, shallots are fine, spring onions are fine also to use. And also just going to pop in 2 tomatoes. I've just roughly chopped them, and we just want that to break down before we add in our steak. Throughout this dish, if you find that anything's starting to stick, if you just pop in a little bit of water, sprinkle a little bit of water, it'll immediately lift off all the spice off the bottom of the pan. Now I just need to add in my steak. I'm actually using trimmed fillet steak. I've actually cut them into thin slices, about 1 centimetre cubed all the way through. I'm going to pop that in. And then you really just need to leave this to cook just for a few minutes, depending on how you like your beef cooked. Now the beef is cooked through, it's only been on a couple of minutes. Turn the heat off. Before you garnish it, just serve it into your bowl, otherwise your coriander might wilt a little bit. The great thing about this dish is it's only taken a few minutes to cook, despite it being cooked with beef. And serve that simply with some garlic and coriander naan bread. And again, just garnish it with some fresh coriander. Perfect. Sizzling Balti steak.